Hello and welcome back to Emirates Stadium for a game that always gets the blood flowing. A top four London derby against Chelsea. We're looking to make up for a draw at Stamford Bridge earlier on in the season as we take on a Chelsea side that have won their last four in all competitions. As always, we have a show packed full of guests, games and your views, and we're doing it right now live from N5. Lovely smile on your face. You feeling good?
This is some energy. We like all this. Yeah, well done, guys. Yeah, no, I'm good. You?
I'm all right. I'm enjoying the sunshine outside, ready for a London derby. I know your legs are a bit broken because Jez is training for the London Marathon.
Thank you.
How's it going? You feeling okay?
Feeling good. Yeah, legs are feeling good. Head's not so good. I'm a bit. I've had enough of running. I just want it to be done now and move on and never run again, probably.
That's a spirit that we love to see, keeping that energy going. And when is it? April?
27th of April.
Oh, OK, so you've got a while.
Not long, it's coming.
Hang on in there. We always love to have special guests here on the show, and we're going to kick things off very early with an Arsenal legend, a man that we all know, a friend of the show. It is the incredible Ray Parlour! You look very smart, Ray.
Oh, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? I'm always smart.
For once. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Really good.
Yeah?
Again, it's a big game. It always is against Chelsea. Chelsea are big rivals. North London, not North London, London derby, sorry. And Chelsea's always been a bit of friction between Arsenal and Chelsea. Been some great games over the years. The one that always stands out for me in the league game was Carnu at Stamford Bridge. 2-0 down, and he scored a hat-trick, and we won 3-2. And that always stands out in my mind. We've had some good games at Highbury as well. Obviously, I didn't play at its stadium, but it should be a cracking game today. But we need to win. Definitely need to win the game today.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, look, the title hopes are maybe not quite happening now, right? I think it's fair to say. But it's still so important, every game still, for top four, right?
Absolutely, and you want to come second if you don't win it. So, and look, there's teams behind us who maybe can go on a run towards the end. But Chelsea are there and thereabouts, so they'll be looking for top four as well. So it's a big game for Chelsea, but you know, hopefully being at home today with the home advantage, we can go on and win the game pretty, not comfortably, but we can win the game.
It'd be nice to win it comfortably.
No
though,
Cole Palmer, which is good news.
Yeah.
We got no Saka, but they got no Cole Palmer, so that's
Spoiler
better.
alert, we've not done team news yet.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure people know. Sure people know by now.
Shock. What are you doing here today? Part of Global Gooners, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's amazing how many fans you have around the world. We've been very lucky to go pre-season on occasion. We've been as far as Australia, and 70,000 people turn up at games, and then we go to LA, and another 70,000 people turn up. So it's just amazing that there's a big support. As much as we love the support in a stadium and in England or whatever it's going to be, around the world we've got a massive following. And I've got Raghu, who's here today. He's come from Mumbai. And it's his first ever time at the Emirates Stadium, and he's so excited. It's great to. I'll tap him on the shoulder, and and I'm going to be. He's going to be with me today, and we're going to be watching the game. But he's so excited to be here, and it's amazing. If you can only watch it on TV, which I usually do, to be in the stadium, and hopefully the atmosphere will be brilliant today. And it's great for supporters. And I've been around this morning. There's people from everywhere. Texas, America, Australia, I've met one already. So, you know, that's what it's all about. It's a global brand now, Arsenal, and, you know, it's great to see all the supporters.
Absolutely. My sister-in-law's actually here from Texas.
Oh, wow. I think they were going home tonight. You ain't going home tonight, no?
No. I mean, what a long journey.
They're going back to Heathrow straight after the game, they were telling me.
Commitment to the cause. It must be really cool for you to see, you know, as part of the Arsenal family, supporters everywhere, and for you to be able to show someone around Emirates today, it must be quite fulfilling for you.
Oh,
as well,
absolutely,
right?
yeah. It's great to see the fans. I mean, they are the heartbeat of the club. Supporters, we won't get nowhere with no supporters. As much as we like to see good players and this, that, whatever, and players leave, come and go, managers come and go. Sometimes owners come and go, but the supporters will always be there, and that's why they're so important. So to see them from all around the world, and it's only growing, and that's why they go on pre-season tours now. Halfway around the world, because it's nice that they can see the players in see it live, if you like, not on the TV as they usually see it. But it's great to see the supporters. Obviously, the fan base is very, very important for any club.
What have you made of this season so far, then?
Well, it's been a little bit frustrating here and there. I mean, ups and downs. I thought Man City would never drop off as much as they have, but I didn't expect Liverpool to be as strong as they have. So it just shows you that, football's real. You've got to be at it every week. Look, we've had quite a few injuries this season. I mean, Liverpool probably haven't had any key players out. I mean, Salah, I'm going by Salah, Van Dijk and people like that. And it's probably took its toll in the end. Obviously, striker position is so important in any club. I was telling a few of the guys today, I played with 4 great strikers, really, and Jeremy. Jeremy's part of them as well. No, towards the end, I've left. This is before Jeremy come.
Savage.
No, before Jeremy come. And Jeremy was a top striker as well. And I'm going by like Will Tord and Thierry, obviously, and Dennis Bergkamp, and Carl News. We mentioned Francis Jeffers back in the days where he was a good little fox in the box. So you've got to have options at strikers, and at the moment Arsenal probably haven't got enough goal scorers. I'm sure Jeremy will walk in the side now.
I wish.
No, you would if you was fit. I know you're doing a marathon, but you might be needed towards the end of the season. Who knows?
What about the Champions League then? You feeling confident? I mean, Real Madrid next up.
Look, Real Madrid know how to get the job done, but I think that's not a bad draw because it's going to be a lot more open game, which maybe suit Arsenal a little bit better. Atletico will be much more solid and hard to break down, which sometimes we struggled, to be fair. West Ham game here, we struggled to break the back 4 down, and they got very organised. I think Real Madrid would be a little bit more at you, where you can hit them maybe on the break. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. But if they can get through that round, then they've got every chance. And you've got to believe you can do it. That's the thing in football. Don't say, it's Real Madrid. No, just say we can beat Real Madrid. I'm sure the Arsenal players are looking forward to the 2 legs and the supporters. And I just hope they turn up, and we got obviously Saka back and people coming back into the side before that, maybe before that second leg.
Yeah, you just mentioned Jeremy. Obviously, you played together.
Yeah, great lad, Jeremy.
You're in a group chat together still, the Invincibles group chat.
Which is nice. Yeah.
It was someone's birthday a week ago, wasn't it?
Oh, it's my birthday.
Yeah,
Jeremy, the problem with my lifestyle, every day's my birthday. I enjoy myself far too much now.
It's good.
But no, it's great that all the lads still stick together. I mean, it's a very important. It was a great season that year. I mean, I've had some fantastic seasons at Arsenal all my career, really. But that was a special season to go unbeaten. And it's great to see Arsene Wenger still on it, and David Dean, and all them sort of guys as well. And it's nice because sometimes when someone's ill. Jeremy put someone up the other day, didn't you? Who was a little bit ill, and every single player done a nice little video for him to just give him a little bit of a boost. And that's what you can do. You don't realise what that means to people. So it's really nice to do that. And it's a great little group of players, and we all have a bit of fun. Hopefully one day we'll all meet up together and go out. But probably, if it does come out, the documentary would be very good.
Spoiler alert, another one. There's a documentary coming.
I'm not too sure it's going to be coming out, but you never know. Hopefully we can do it, and it would be a great thing to watch because it was such an unbelievable season, and it's a few swings and roundabouts. Obviously, Van Nistelrooy, when he misses that penalty in September, they would have beat us 1-0. Then that's it. And then the last 3 or 4 games were tough because you've won the title, and it's keeping that focus. And I think we went to Portsmouth. And they battered us. How we got a draw, I never know. But that's the sort of spirit you had in the team. Never give up. 2-0 down, we come back and got a 2-2 draw, and that was the spirit, and that's why it's a special team to play in.
Oh yeah, incredible team, incredible era, right, and one that we'll all remember. Ray, we're going to let you go shortly, but I'm going to ask you for your top 3.
Top three.
Top three.
What players?
First, no, I should probably follow up with some context.
Okay.
Top three. First, your favourite Arsenal goal that you scored.
Right. Well, the most important one's got to be Chelsea.
Yeah.
FA Cup. So that's definitely the most important one. What, you want three of them?
No. We'll just take one.
I didn't score that many. Jeremy scored all the goals.
Favourite goal from the current squad?
Current squad. You help me out, yeah.
Well, it depends, right? What about, like a Reece Nelson at Bournemouth? I suppose it depends on
special.
whether it's like the moment because it was a last-minute goal.
You always look at
Declan Rice.
the important goals.
Yeah.
Where it's easy to score a really good goal when you're 3-0 up.
Mm-hmm.
It's the important ones that get you the 3 points at the end. So Reece Nelson was a very important one, definitely.
Remember that moment? That was so
It was
good.
unbelievable. The crowd went mad, yeah.
And what about favourite goal of all time?
Favourite goal of all time? I still love the Thierry Henry one at Highbury when he won through half of Tottenham's team and he smashes with his left foot. The celebration was great as well when he ran up the other end to the Tottenham fans and slid on his knees, and that's obviously a statue outside.
Iconic, yeah.
But if I had to pick one, it's got to be my old room partner, Tony Adams. Tony Adams, 4-0, sorry, Everton. And he could have gone anywhere. Usually would go in the upper tier, but he caught it on the half volley with his not so weaker foot. His weaker foot, his left foot. And the thing about that goal was Steve Bold, his other centre half companion, he put him in as well. And Tony used to always run past you, gallop past you sometimes. Going, where are you going, Tony? What are you doing? But this time he got it, and his little control, and he smashes it. And again, that's his statue outside. And that for me was. That's the first title we won under Arsene Wenger, 1998. So I think I'd definitely put that one up there as well.
Yeah. What a man, what a legend. Right, we're going to let you go. Score prediction though first, Ray?
I've gone 2-1 today to Arsenal.
2-1. OK, we'll take that. Right, here's you up for the brilliant Ray Parlour. Thank you so much, Ray. Nice to see you. Oh, what a legend. I love chatting to Ray. It's like just chatting to a mate, isn't it?
I could chat for hours with Ray, isn't it? It's the one you want when we go for dinner. If Ray's not coming, you're just like, well, let's postpone, let's do it another time, because you've got to have him.
I was going to say, when Ray was like, oh, it'd be nice if we all meet up, I didn't want to chuck you under the bus, Jess, but I was like, I swear you guys do go for dinners and
we
stuff.
We have met up, but
he
couldn't come. He's a busy man, so he couldn't come that day, so yeah.
Wasn't invited, a bit awkward. Right, let's get another Arsenal legend into the studio. It is the one and only Perry Groves.
Hello, how are we doing?
Nice to meet you.
You good?
Perry, I've never seen you not in a suit. This is wild.
I'm sort of half working.
Okay.
So I'm not doing waving duties where people go, do us a favour, mate, get us a couple bottles of wine with you. So I'm doing co-coms, yes, I'm just shut up there. So you've had Ray Parlour in, so that's like having George Michael and now Andrew Ridgely comes in. You know what I mean? It's like, follow that. Should be the other way around, shouldn't it, really?
Behave. How are you? How are you feeling ahead of today's game?
All good. Actually, confident, because I'm hoping that we should be too physical for them. This is like a team playing against a development team. So when I was a kid, do you remember when you left primary school?
Yeah.
And you used to play the teachers against the pupils? So I'm hoping it's going to be like that out there today, where if we're on it and we are as physical as what I think we can be and move the ball quickly, then I think we're going to be all right.
OK. Shall we have a little chat about PSV in the week? Obviously, it was a kind of a strange game, wasn't it? Because when you're going into a game like that, and you've basically already won it, Perry, mentally it must be quite strange for players because you're still, and we were chatting about this, Jez, you're still obviously going for it. You're so professional, and we saw some players who haven't got so many minutes this season, so it's their chance to shine as well, like Raheem Sterling, right? Did a really good job. What did you make of the game?
Well, to be honest, it was just, you get half and half scarves, you get half and half teams. That's what it was, wasn't it? So I must admit, I looked at the team and I'm looking, why is Gabriel playing? I'm like, no, get him on the touch, get him off because I don't want him to get injured. But it's difficult, Joe, to tell you with the players that are coming in, because in football you need relationships with people on the pitch and you need to be able to play sometimes without thinking. And even though they know the system, it's difficult when you're when you haven't played with left back for a while, do you know what I mean? Or you haven't played with your centre midfield player or up front. So I'm not got to be honest, I want us to win, but it's like, no, move on. We knew we was already qualified. Nobody got injured. Zinchenko got a worldie, which is fantastic. And Declan Rice obviously got his second goal in 2 games, which was like a brilliant header. But the thing that I was really, really pleased with, Raheem Sterling. I thought, because he's been struggling, obviously, since he's been here, looks like his confidence was struggling a little bit. But I thought in the first half especially, that was the Raheem Sterling that we want to see. You know, going past the fullback, going on the outside, 2 assists, brilliant cross for Declan Rice's goal. Do you know what I mean? So it's just a shame he got booked. What's wingers doing? Tracking back and siving people down? What's he doing? We don't do that. Do you know what I mean? So he's suspended, isn't he, for the first leg, which was the same. But I think the crowd as well appreciate what he's doing, not just on the ball but off it as well. And when you hear Mikel Arteta talk about him, he brought him in because he obviously knows him from Man City. But again, Jez will tell you, it's his influence he has on the younger players, even around the training ground. Exactly. The way he conducts himself and helping, people like young players like Wanyeri. So 2-2, move on. And let's look forward to Real Madrid.
Yeah, and Jez, I know you would have been happy for Raheem Sterling as well, because you've kind of spoken quite a bit about him and how hard it is confidence-wise, especially when you've not been playing for a while, you're not getting game time, and then you've got to come on and really perform, and the pressure's on you and the crowd and supporters and everything. So I know that you probably would have been particularly happy, right, in the week?
I was, because I can relate to Raheem, because obviously I've been in that situation, many, many times where you're on the bench, you're waiting for your opportunity, and then you don't get it, you don't play. There's no really reserve game as well. Back in my time, you didn't play at the weekend, you played reserve, so you still had some match fitness. Them guys don't play. Yeah. If you don't play at the weekend, you just don't play. So when the manager calls you up and you've got to perform, you haven't played a match for 4 or 5 weeks, and then you've got to perform, and it's tough. It's hard.
Do you know what it is? You can be fit, but there's a difference between match fit.
Yeah.
And then when you come in and then you realise intensity game, you're breathing out your backside for the first 15, 20 minutes because you have to get into that second wind and you have to get your legs back again.
Yeah, and you said Real Madrid next, the small matter of Real Madrid. How are you feeling? We just spoke to Ray about it.
Do you know what? It's a strange one because everybody knows about how brilliant they are going forward, but I don't think they're that strong defensively. And I've got a few people who live in Spain in Real Madrid, and in Madrid, the journalists, they think it's a 50-50 because also they think that we struggle when teams sit deep and we can't break them down. They think that we're going to have more opportunities actually with the creative players, obviously with Odegaard, if Sterling plays, if Lewis Skelly coming into midfield. So I think they think it's more of 50-50 than maybe that we do in this country because of, we know like the Jude Bellinghams and Vicious Juniors, what I mean, and Mbappe's, whatever. So let's be honest, like, you're in the Champions League. These are the games that we want, that fans want. Do you know what I mean? Massive game. I'd rather we're playing away from home first, but it gives us a great chance. We've got to go to the Bernabeu with an advantage. I don't care if it's just 1-0. Do you know what I mean? Because we can defend, we know that. So I'm just really excited by it. You've got to beat the big boys if you want to win it. So
100%.
Bring it on.
You said that you're on co-commentary duty today. What do you get up to then before commentary duties on a match day? Apart from joining us?
Eat a bag of jelly babies, make sure your blood sugar levels up, do you know what I mean? And then make sure you've got like your stock there when you go. So yeah, I've done all my research already. Jez obviously does the co-com as well, didn't you?
Sometimes,
so you do all your research. You do research, and then it's with Chelsea's team today. We know where our players are going to play, where they're going to play. With Chelsea's, there's a bit of a strange one. We've obviously got Reece James might play in midfield, Fernandes might play in the 10, Fofana might play at right back. So then it's just working it out, and then when you put it down, it's never the team that you've put down. So you have to make sure that you try and get like the formations. Yeah. So
do you enjoy it?
I love it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not being funny. We got paid to do our hobby, didn't we? We got paid to run around with your mates being fit during the week, and we were probably in the lucky 1% of people that, in inverted commas, go to work and get paid to do what you love doing. And don't get me wrong, the pressure is on the games. Like that is, you've got to be mentally strong to play for Arsenal. But other than that, it's a joy. Now I get paid to talk rubbish about it, so it's great, isn't it?
There you go.
It's perfect.
So do I, Perry. Right, we're going to ask you your top 3 before you go. First, your favourite Arsenal goal that you scored?
I scored a winner against Everton in the semi-final in '88 up at Goodison Park against Neville South, and he was the best goalkeeper in the world, so that counts as 2 really, so I want an extra one. But I scored the winner. It's no better feeling. I scored the winner against that bomb up the road at Highbury in front of the North Bank. And me being a gooner from little boy, Uncle Vic obviously been captain in the 50s, all my great-granddad's. And Alan, we were 2-1 up, and Jez relates to this, right? 2-1 up. Alan Smith runs through with 30 seconds to go. So everybody's thinking if he scores, game's dead. I'm thinking, I hope we don't score. Because if he scores, no one remembers my winner today. He gets a third one. So he ran through, he hit the post, it come out. Everyone, I went, get in, like that. So I was like that. So,
like, why is Perry celebrating?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so score it, but then being able to lose my mind, and the best experience I've ever had. Actually, no. Actually, my second wedding was brilliant. Because in case my missus is watching. So, but jumping in the North Bank and losing it completely for that 30 seconds, where you become player, but then you become fan. That you can't buy that. If someone said to me when I was a little boy, by the way, you're going to score the winner against that mob road in front of the North Bank, do you know what I mean? I'd have gone, yeah, I'll retire. That'll do me.
Oh, amazing. What's your favourite goal from the current squad? Just one.
Yeah, I'd say this season I'd go for Calafiori up at the Etihad.
Nice,
because like cutting in onto his weaker foot and bending it with his right foot in the far corner, and it's the game as well. The magnitude. I think it's easy. I heard Ray say it's easy scoring a worldie if your team's 3-0 up home against Leicester. You try everything, didn't you? But when you're playing against, nobody knew then that their legs had fallen off Man City. You know what I mean? So they still had that bit of aura, and to score that and put us in front was, I thought it was different class. And Calafiori, he's one of those players from, if he's playing left back or goes midfield. If he plays more regularly, he'll get you 6 or 7 goals a season, which is a major bonus.
Yeah. And favourite goal of all time?
You know what? There's only one. It's Michael Thomas. Up at Anfield in '89. That is the greatest goal ever in football history in this country. Trust me. I'm a gooner, obviously, but again, it's what it means. Liverpool were the best team in Europe at the time. He'd missed a sitter about 15 minutes before. So people don't realise for him to put himself in that position, Tomo, takes massive mental strength, because he'd have missed it. Every fan would have remembered him as the Arsenal player that missed the chance to win the title in '89. Then we won one again in 1991. But if you look at the finish, I'm on the right. I made the goal actually, because I took the whole back four over to the right wing. Do you know what I mean? I made the run, and they all followed me. But when Tomo's running through, I watch it now and I still think he's going to get tackled, because he waits and waits and waits and waits. It looks like Steve Nichol's going to tackle him. I think Ray Houghton said he could have brought him down, but he didn't, because he'd missed a chance before and he thought he'd miss. Bruce Grobler thought he had him, because he stood like that, and he just flicks it past him, and it's like, I've got hairs of back next down. It's like, oh my good God, I won't swear obviously, but he's just scored. And then again, you lose it for that bit of time. He does a stupid caterpillar sort of thing. He didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? There's no corridor. And you run over to the Arsenal fans right, and then you think, oh, we've got to kick off. But that was iconic, not just for Arsenal, but for every other fan. And it was the only time ever that the neutrals wanted us to win, because Liverpool had been dominating all the time like Man City had. So, it's got to be Tomo's.
Amazing stuff, amazing memories. Hey, Perry, going to let you go, but score prediction, please.
Today, I'll go for 3-1. Yes.
3-1. Okay, Ray said 2-1, right?
Yeah. They've got a goal, but I just say, I think we'll be physically too strong for them. So,
all right, nice.
Bring it on.
Hopefully. Right, thank you so
all
much.
Good. Brilliant, Cheers. See you later.
Lovely to see you. See you later. Oh man. I love hearing the stories. Also, I don't think I've ever seen Perry in a t-shirt. It's very strange for me.
And with a cap as well.
And with a cap, I know. I was here for the look, but I was just not expecting it. Yeah. Should we have a look at the lineup then? Team news. We've spoken quite a bit about today's game against Chelsea, of course, a big London derby. And here is the lineup: Raya, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Lewis Skelly, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli, Trossard, and Marino. Jez, thoughts, feelings? Is this what you were expecting Mikel Arteta to go with?
Yeah, pretty much. Obviously, seeing this guy back in the starting 11 is brilliant, because we've missed him in the last few weeks. So, it's great to see him. Ethan on the bench, maybe could have argued that you might have seen him today. We've got a break after this game today. But otherwise a very strong team. And as Perry said, you're playing against Chelsea today. And you never really know with Chelsea if they're going to turn up or not, what team they're coming out. So you just hope that they'll be strong enough to win the game today. Yeah,
we can see the players arriving right now. I like the tracksuit. They all look very serious in the zone, don't they, Jez? Benjamin White is on the bench. Is that kind of what you're expecting? Obviously, we saw him midweek, but I think it's fair to say that we know how good he is. but you can maybe tell that he'd been out for a little while, right?
Well, he's been out for a long while.
Yeah,
so, you know, he's obviously played a lot of minutes on Wednesday, and then, you know, today is a bit too soon for him to play again. He needs a bit of time. As I say, international break next week, so that'll give him even more time to recover and just train and get back to a good fitness. You don't want to rush when you've been out for so long. You don't want to pick up any muscle injuries. So yeah, no normal that he's just on the bench. He might come on at the end as well, get a little bit of time, and yeah, that'd be enough for him.
And Ray Parlour already said that no Cole Palmer in the Chelsea side. Pretty happy to see that, I suppose, because at points he's been lethal, hasn't he? The past
I don't think he's been that great lately,
yeah,
but obviously he's always a great talent. You never know. He can turn it up, and then suddenly he's just do something magical. So yeah, you don't want their best player to play. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a bonus that he's not available and not playing.
Yeah, we'll take it. Hello, guys. I feel like we've had non-stop guests.
We've had, yeah.
Let's chat for a bit. Oh, have we got the microphone down here? How are you guys feeling? Line-up feeling pretty confident with that? Thoughts, feelings? Talk to me. Just grab the mic, guys. Don't be shy.
Yeah, I think the lineup is pretty much what we could have expected. I think the only thing that you could contest really, like Jez said, was Thierry not starting.
Yeah.
We would like to see him, but every time he's come off the bench this season, he's pretty much changed the game. So that's another good option for us there. And defence-wise, you know, it's good to see we got Ben White on the bench. He's really good. And we got the opposite problem with defenders that we do with our attack, because, you know, we got that.
7,000.
Yeah. We got us starting back four, which is great, but we still got Calafiori and Ben White who aren't starting. So, yeah, we got good options there, but I think it's pretty much as good as it could be. And on paper, I definitely expect us to win today.
Confidence,
Yeah.
you'll love to see it, Jez. Nice to see Martinelli in the lineup as well, right?
Yeah. Good to see him. Like, it's breath of fresh air, really, isn't it? We've had so many, like, injuries, and it's just like we haven't had the striker, and it's just good to see a familiar face. We were at the last game, 5-0 at home. So, like, I'm hoping for big numbers, but at the end of the day, it's a bit sketchy now. Obviously, we don't have full squad still.
Yeah.
I think it's good to see Lewis Skelly there. Yeah, bit wrecky sometimes. Like he has, you know, he can be aggressive, but I like that, and it just shows that passion, you know. So hopefully they chat to him and he can lay off the challenges. But yeah, it's looking good, you know. It's looking good. What are you thinking?
A bit of a hot take, but
Oh no.
no, hold on.
Lord.
I see goals in this lineup, and I know we've been struggling here and there, obviously with the 7-1 against PSV, but ultimately, I believe if we play as a cohesive unit, then there's no reason why we can't go and get 3 or 4, in my opinion. And then in regards to Thierry, that's a tricky player that we can bring off the bench 50, 60, 70 minutes in. If we're already putting the pressure on, like people were alluding to before, the physicality, then I see no reason why we can't go out and put on a performance.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see the
agree,
players coming out to warm up now. Let's also just briefly chat about Declan Rice, because I think, was it Perry that mentioned Declan? What a good few games he has had, a few goals as well. He's looked so good for us, hasn't he, Jez?
I feel he's started getting back to what he used to do, which is making them deep run and be more in the final third. I feel like some part of this season he might have been a bit restricted. Is it due to fitness? Is it due to, obviously, Mikel Arteta telling him? I don't know. But now you see him more in the box. You see him more, you know, be in there in the final third for assists, for finishes. So obviously not surprised that you do end up scoring goals. When you're in there, you will end up creating chances and gain chances to score. So it's great to see, yeah.
Absolutely. Shall we chat a bit about Real Madrid? Who? Joking, that's going to come back to bite us. Jez, when we were here in the week, we didn't know yet who our opponent would be, because Atletico and Real went to extra time penalty shootout. So we were like, oh, who are we facing? Who are we facing? How did you feel when we left and you found out it was going to be Real Madrid?
To be honest, that is the team I wanted to play out of the two, because I just feel, you know, Diego Simeone, I've seen him in the past with teams that expect him to walk through Atletico and just cannot even score a goal, because he's just so rigid in his defense and his unit that I don't think it's a team that suit us, and definitely not playing home the first game and going away the second. So I just think, you know, as I think Perry was saying, Madrid are great going forward, we all know, but I think we're pretty strong in individuals defensively. So hopefully we can deal with that. But defensively, I think they're quite open. And that will suit us in transition to go quickly with our pace. Hopefully, the little genius Bukayo Saka will be back.
Oh, we hope
and then can do some damage going forward and hurt them.
Magic.
Yeah,
Omar's got the mic.
No,
He's
yeah.
ready for chat.
I'm like, oh, he's really cool with it. It was interesting hearing how kind of Madrid see Arsenal, of it being like a 50-50, you know. And I'm just like, you know, how I look at this. It's so funny because Arsenal we're quite pessimistic a lot of the time, and it's like, you know, with the Champions League, you're inevitably gonna get big games, and it's like we can't hide. You know what I mean? And I think you have to step into that game being optimistic. And look what we did against PSV. They're a good team, you know. So I'm very positive about it. I think it's going to be good.
I think you're right there. Like, this is what we want when we had those years out of the Champions League. Although it might be a bit scary because they are a force to be reckoned with, you want to be facing your Real Madrids, right?
I totally agree. I think also it's really exciting to be back at that level.
Yeah.
We were on our WhatsApp group booking flights. We've got hotels that are refund only if we don't get tickets. That's part of being an Arsenal fan. We're fortunate. We're oldies. We've been to all these games, Champions League finals. It's so exciting to be back. My daughter, who's 20 odd, she wasn't there during those days.
Yeah.
She's so excited about going to Real Madrid. That's what's been an Arsenal fan's about. And you know, when you were talking earlier about other games, you know, it's up for grabs now when Michael Thomas scored. That's iconic to us. You know, Thierry Henry. You youngsters, dare I say, haven't seen that.
Yeah.
This could be the chance. You know, I can't wait. I want to win in the Allianz. I've been to Madrid 3 times. To both stadiums. We've lost 13-3 on aggregate. I want to win the Champions League in that stadium, in that city.
Oh, yeah. I love it. And it'll be amazing to be hosting them here at Emirates Stadium as well. We've obviously not played them much at all. You were around in 2005-06 when we played them, right?
I was still part of the club. I was on loan, so unfortunately I was not in the squad or not involved. But obviously, talking to the boys at the time, it meant a lot. And that goal, that Thierry Henry goal at the Bernabeu, God, that is always be forever in our memories. So, listen, we've done it before, so we can do it again, right?
Yeah, that is the spirit.
Yeah.
Right, we always like to show you what's been going on in the world of social media. So shall we start by chatting a bit about Miles Lewis-Skelly and his senior England call-up, Jez? You love to see it. And what a talent. And to be rewarded for that, we're so proud of him, aren't we? Very proud. I think it's well deserved. I think he's worked so hard. He's so mature for his age. Yeah. And you know, if you're good, you're never too young. So I think he's definitely good enough. He's proved it with us, and I think it's such a reward. There's nothing better than representing your country. So hopefully he'll get a chance of playing, coming on or starting, and get that first cap, because this is something very special. And hopefully it'll be the first of many, I'm sure. Yeah, we marked the occasion on social media with this of Miles, some of his best bits. Let's take a look. And another Highlander who has got the call-up, who will be wearing the Three Lions shirt, is Ethan Nwaneri, been called up to the under-21s. Again, you love to see it, don't you? Doesn't it make you proud, right, as Arsenal supporters?
You know what? We were at the City game when we won 5-1, and both of them scored.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's something we saw it with Saka, and there's something about seeing these youngsters come up, like seeing the old pictures of them at the training ground from like kids, and then playing here and in these against these big teams. You know, it feels like your little brother's doing well.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what it feels like, you know.
Yeah, no, 100%. And look, not to put a negative spin on it because it is always a positive. But
You're going to be the problem
no,
today, aren't you?
no, it's hot takes, it's negatives, but I'll always pull it back. Look, it will be interesting to see what Arteta does when Saka does come back, because I do see a big future for these guys, especially with Lewis Skelly and Wanyeri making it into the England squad. Look, we can talk about the changing of the guard like to Thomas Tuchel. This could be the missing piece we need for England, but that's England. We'll deal with England another time. But in regards to Arsenal, I foresee a really versatile front line if we can bring Wanyeri in as he matures into his role with the return of Saka. So I think it's all up from here. So it's like a positive, negative kind of problem that Arteta's going to have.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem you want to have as a manager, isn't it? That you've got too many quality players and you're like, oh, who do I start? And we have a really good reel, though, of Miles and Ethan. So let's take a look. Because that's them obviously coming through the ranks, coming through the academy, and the clip of them looking like literal babies. I mean, we know they're so young. That's so wholesome, and you love to see it, don't you, as an Arsenal supporter, Jez?
Yeah, you know what comes straight into my mind? My son, because he's at the academy as well, and I see this, and I'm just thinking, well, fingers crossed in a few years it might be him, but it's great. And for them as well, to go up to the first team with one of your teammates kind of reassure you, because you're not on your own. So, you know, sometimes it feels a bit daunting. You get into the first team and you're like the new kids at school and you've got all them top players. So I'm sure being together definitely helped.
Absolutely. And let's also touch on the win from Arsenal women on Friday night. I think we can have a little look at some of the highlights on screen in a moment. Here we go. So this was 3-1. A brace from Alessio Russo. You love to see it. She is absolutely on fire, Jez. And this, obviously we know this happens with players, but when it seems to be going your way and you're scoring and scoring and scoring for fun, you must just be absolutely loving being on that pitch, right?
You don't even think anymore. It's just like you just enjoy yourself. You're on the pitch and then the ball kind of always goes where you are. It's like you've got a magnet and then you're in the box, the ball turn up and you just stick in the back of the net. She's been unbelievable, and I hope she'll carry on that form because they've got a big one coming up as well.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Good teeing me up with that one, Jez, because they are also playing Real Madrid in the Women's Champions League in the quarterfinals as well. Huge team, of course, but I feel like we should be feeling confident because Arsenal women right now are so good.
Yeah, they are so good. Obviously, in the league, they're second behind Chelsea, a few points behind, so it might be tough to catch up. But everything to play in the Champions League, and what a beauty it will be to do the double, men and women, over them in the quarterfinal. That'd be amazing. Oh,
that'd be so good. Oh, I really hope so, Jez. I mean, how much would we all celebrate that? Love to see it. We like to do challenges here and challenge our guests in the Live from N5 studio. Everyone looks a little bit scared, but don't worry, you can pause for now because this time we actually challenged some of our players. So Neto and Kieran Tierney took on the headphone challenge. I've heard it's good. Let's have a watch.
What's your favourite colour?
Green. Black.
Favourite activity outside of football?
Henrik Larsson.
Possible.
Favorite football?
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
Cats or dogs?
Can you talk? How can you hear me?
I got that. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
What's your favourite dessert?
Go on. What is it?
Best movie you've watched?
Best movie. Lion King.
If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pasta.
Cold weather or hot weather?
Life back.
Is it possible? I don't get that.
Oh, you know what? I think that's one of those things that is actually a lot harder than it looks. How do you think you'd get on, Jez?
I don't think I'll be doing great, I must say. And exactly that. I think you always think, oh no, I'll be all right. I can lip read easily. And then when you're on it, you're just, confused. I don't think I'll be great at this.
Oh, okay. Well, we might try you later on. Won't that be fun?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We have another special guest joining us on the show right now. Jez, I'm going to look to you because I know you're a bit of a MMA expert and a big fan, and this is an up-and-coming UFC fighter and a huge Arsenal supporter, the brilliant Lon Kavanagh. I've gone in for a hug, you went in for the handshake, Lon. I'm so sorry. I panicked, didn't know what to do. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. Excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but excited.
Okay, that's the spirit. When you wake up on an Arsenal match day, because I know you're a big supporter, are you kind of in the zone straight away thinking about the game? Do you kind of get nervous or chill out? Or what's kind of your match day rituals?
Oh, to be honest with you, with everything in life, when I'm fighting, watching football, I try not to think too far ahead. So I'm always like, okay, what's next? And then when we're at the game, then I get excited.
Oh, you take each game as it comes. I feel like that's such an athlete's approach to everything. Jez, I'm going to let you have a little chat because I know you're so into
I'm
your
so
MMA.
excited. As you know, UFC is a big thing for me. So yeah, really excited to have you on the show. Just wanted to know you obviously won the Contender Series. That's how you got your contract. How it's been since? How you find it?
Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been surreal, to be honest with you. Going through Contenders, making my UFC debut in China, then now fighting at the O2 in London it's a dream come true.
Yeah. What do you expect from your fight, from your opponent? How do you expect it to go?
So I'm not going to say too much, but in terms of the fight itself, Felipe dos Santos, he's good fighter, but for me, if you want to be the best, you've got to fight the best, and that's what I want. So
Great.
Expect my thing is ninja. I'm not going to swear, but ninja stuff only. So
cool.
That's what I'm going to expect. Yeah.
Cool. Exciting, man.
It's
really
next
looking
Saturday,
forward
right?
Yes. Yeah, it is.
And how are you feeling? Prep's going well for it?
Yeah, I feel really good. Prep's going well. Weight's good, and now it's just about staying sharp and getting to the fight.
And that moment you made your debut in the UFC, that must have been what you dreamt of. What was that like? Have you even been able to properly process it?
To be honest with you, no. It's still even now I think back on it and I'm like, oh wow, doing that was crazy, right? But yeah, it was definitely surreal. It's like a movie, right? So that's what I'm going for.
I'd like to know, how do you obviously you've had your camp, you've done everything prepared. The last week before the fight, what's training like?
So training tapers down a little bit before the fight. So the last week is literally just about, firstly it helps with weight, so getting that sweat on, keeping the calories burning, and it's just about remembering that you can fight, because you build up the fight so much in your head that when you don't train for a while, you're almost like, oh, do I know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
And then when you
that's what I'm asking, because obviously us player, we train every day, even the day before a game, and then you've got another game and another game. Obviously you've got one fight every a few weeks, months, depending. So it's the week before, not training as hard, my mind will be telling me, oh God, am I really prepared and stuff? And that's why I'm fascinated how you guys can stop really training hard for 1 week, but still be on form on the day,
Yeah, it's one of those ones that you hit pads and you're like, okay, cool. Now I can remember.
Good.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And then the next day will come and you'll be like, oh, what am I doing again? And then you hit pads the next day, you're like, okay, no, it's cool, we're good.
Oh, you've got to have so much confidence, haven't you? Talk to us a bit about how you became an Arsenal supporter in the first place.
To be honest with you, this is actually my first ever game watching.
Oh, wow.
Live.
Welcome.
So
brilliant.
I'm very honoured to be here. But to be honest with you, one of my coaches that I've known for years, has always been an Arsenal supporter, and I was never big on football at the beginning. So I kind of just, what he says, I'll go with. Do you know what I mean? I trust him in my life in terms of training. So
great coach, by the way. Great coach. He got you into
exactly.
the Arsenal family.
Yeah. What have you made of Emirates and North London so far then? It's a good day for it?
It's a little bit nippy, but it's a good day. Yeah, it's awesome. Being here for watching a game live for the first time and sitting this close to the game is insane. Do you know what I mean? Almost like, why am I here? But it's quite cool.
Oh, I love that. We're going to play a little celebration game with you because I'm told that you are known to sometimes do a flip to celebrate?
Yeah.
That's the thing that you... Is it not scary? You're not worried about injuring yourself? I sound like a mum, don't I?
Yeah, a little bit. No, it's not. It's I used to do gymnastics when I was younger, so it's kind of like been doing it for so long now. And
You trust yourself.
yeah, if I can get through the fight, I can get through a flip.
But can you imagine if you, and I don't want to put this in your head now, but can you imagine if you did the flip? I always thought that with the Bamiyang. You do it and then you fall and then
Don't say that.
What do you, no, it's
I'm
not.
gonna be next time. I don't want to flip that.
It's going in your head now. Don't think about it. Right, should we do the celebration game? Move on swiftly. Basically, we're going to show you a celebration from one of our Arsenal players, maybe current or former, and you're just going to rank it out of 10.
Perfect. sounds
Easy? Yeah? Should we have a look at the first celebration, please? Right.
Well,
Lovely
good
goal.
goal.
Okay, so it's a little Gabriel Jesus,
Okay,
little
okay.
phone. Give me a call. Quite chilled, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, here we
Now
go.
we're having a party.
I was gonna say it's a bit nonchalant at the beginning, but after that, yeah, I like the celebration.
He builds up. Out of 10.
Oh, I'd give it a 7.
Yeah,
Solid
okay.
7.
Okay.
Decent,
Yeah, love
decent.
that.
Are we in agreement here?
Yeah.
7-ish?
Bit higher.
A bit higher. Ooh, okay.
Higher.
Fair.
10.
Let's go 10. Right, let's have a look at the second celebration. Ooh, nice goal, but what is the celebration, Lacazette? Oh, this one's good. Spoiler alert. Look, stopped right on the line. The timing.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 10, right on the line. He's sliding away.
I like that you've also been totally influenced by these guys.
10 right.
10 for every single one. Right, let's have a look at the third Arsenal celebration and rank it out of 10. That was so quick, we didn't even see the goal. Was that the scorpion kick? Yeah,
that was.
iconic. But what is the celebration like? Oh, that's quite good. Right down the camera lens. You know where the camera is. He's been planning that, Olivier Giroud.
You know what? I've always been scared of like knee slides.
Oh, terrifying.
Does it not hurt? But
I love that you do what you do and you're like, knee slide.
It's different
Terrifying.
when you get burnt. Do you know what I mean? I would give it a 9, just because I feel like the first one he hit the line, and then his friends joined him. This one was like not as clean, but it's still clean.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Right,
No,
next.
good.
Next celebration. Is he okay? I always think that with knee slides though as well. Did you do that, Jez? Would you do knee
I've done a few
slides?
knee slides. Yeah,
Yeah?
no, you just
at all?
no, you just so exciting the adrenaline of scoring
Just
the
go
goals.
with
You
it.
could do anything.
I
Not
know.
backflip though,
Yeah, no.
but you could do a knee slide. Yeah.
Won't be flipping. Right, let's have a look at the next celebration. Oh, this is a bit of a throwback.
Oh, this is a.
What is this celebration? Okay, yeah, we like that. Righty. Just
How does he see?
Yeah,
that could end terribly, couldn't
At the
it?
knee slide.
Oh, so that's got a bit of everything. And a back bend. As a gymnast, you must appreciate that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 10. I don't even know how he did it. He ran blindfolded, knee slid, everything.
Lovely stuff. And I think we've got one more to show you. I feel like you're going to go with 10 out of 10, aren't you? So I am expecting big
yes.
things from this. Oh, you're going to like this, Lon. You're going to like this.
11.
11 out of 10. That is quite iconic, isn't it?
Is
What about
front
the
flip-
landing, though?
Front flip easier than back flip?
Front flip's actually harder, you know.
Is it?
Oh.
Because you got to like turn an extra bit to do a front flip.
Okay.
Back flip's
Oh.
like half a turn.
Oh. Right,
Yeah,
we'll
no, it
try
does
that
make
all at
sense,
half
yeah.
time, shall we, guys? That was quite good, though, wasn't it?
That was pretty good, yeah.
I don't
Beats all mine.
want to throw Aubameyang under the bus, but the landing, was that a good landing, or was it a bit?
I mean, he was running at speed. Yeah, I think it was a good landing.
Okay, fine, we'll let him off. Right, we're just going to ask for a score prediction, and we'll let you go and kind of soak up the atmosphere before kick-off. What are you thinking from today's game?
Got back the Gunners, right? So I'm going 2-1. 2-1
Yeah,
Arsenal.
okay, we'll take 2-1. Amazing. Right, good luck with your flight on Saturday.
Thank you very
Wish you
much,
all the best,
appreciate
and
it.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you, guys.
joining us.
Thank
Please
you
give
for
up one more
having
time for Long Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, before I forgot, I know
Oh.
that you're a massive UFC fan, so we got you some
this is
some
wholesome.
UFC gloves.
Thank you so much.
No
I really
worries.
appreciate it.
Aw.
I'm really looking forward to
thank
see you next week, man.
Appreciate
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, love to see it. Wholesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's made my day.
Hi. You know, I'm just hiding my devastation that I didn't get
Why not?
something.
No, I
I'm
won't give
joking.
it. This is mine.
I'm joking. Lon's looking panicked, like, oh, I've deeply offended her. Okay, let's move on swiftly from that. Jez, are you thrilled?
You don't know. This has made my day.
Has
This
it?
is unreal for me, yeah.
Oh.
Really, really is. I'm a really big fan, so really happy.
This is lovely. Okay, shall we play a little challenge, a little quiz? And we are going to ask for two of you to come up if you're feeling brave? This is a foot in both camps quiz. So we always have loads of really good quizzes on Arsenal.com. Hopefully you've maybe played along. You might have seen this one if you have played along this week. Hopefully not. It's quite easy, really. You just have to name the players that have played for both Arsenal and Chelsea in the Premier League. So I know that maybe sounds, oh yeah, what, easy?
There's some tricky
It's harder, we were
It is
playing it
harder.
earlier.
We played it earlier on and it was
actually
hard.
trickier than you would think. Who wants to, who's feeling brave? Okay, come
Very
on up,
confident,
stand
very
between
confident.
us, please. Have we got the microphone? We've got the microphone. Throw the microphone. Don't throw it. Right, thank you so much. Join us in the centre. Oh, yeah, you're getting ready. I saw that. Please, can you introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Richard.
Richard, and we have...
I'm Ewan. Hello.
Ewan. Hello. Are we feeling like we've got the confidence, we've got the knowledge, Arsenal-Chelsea?
Premier League, maybe not, but we'll see.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what we're hoping for.
We'll see what happens in it. Why not? Go on.
Okay, right. I'm going to let you go one each. And if you're stalling for a bit too long and we're getting a bit bored in here, or if you say one that's incorrect or you just give up, then you lose.
Okay.
Yeah? Easy. Easy games here, live from M5. Okay.
Ready?
Ready. Go.
Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Havertz.
Yeah.
Jorginho.
Yeah.
With Sterling.
Yeah.
Cesc Fabregas.
Yeah.
Willian.
Yeah.
Anelka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Ashley Cole.
Yes.
David Luiz.
Yes. Oh. Oh, you guys are doing really well.
This is good.
Yeah.
Diarra.
Yes, Lasana Diarra, yeah, good
Petr
one.
Cech.
Yeah. Oh. I'm trying to work out who you've not said.
I know one that I haven't said.
Yeah.
You said Peter Cech.
Yeah.
Can I give a little clue?
You go on.
One player I've played with at West Ham.
They both look more confused now. I think you've got maybe
Declan
3
Rice.
more.
No, he didn't play.
Oh.
What do we do with that then?
You didn't play with him, though.
No.
I mean, I think we're going to say you've won, but I might ask you to name one more just to take the win. Yeah.
I mean, I felt like I was going to lose if you got that one right.
Oh, yeah.
You've got it.
Sulker.
Look, do you want to take the win? I mean, look, it's all fair and love and more.
Gallas.
Oh,
Gallas, yeah.
I mean, I'm out.
I wasn't going to mention any Spurs players, though.
We've got, I think, maybe 2 more that you didn't say. Emmanuel Petit, did you say Emmanuel Petit?
No.
Were you? So that's my twin brother, Josh, over there, and he's nodding
Well
like,
done, Josh.
I knew that, I would have got that. It was the only one you knew, that's great. And one more.
Which is the
Yossi
one.
Benayoun.
Yossi Benayoun.
Yeah. I feel like that's one that downstairs, everyone in the media lounge was like, who's the last one? Who's the last one? So that was tricky, but well done, both of you.
I'm
Please
happy
get
with
up.
that.
Round 2,
Well done,
fantastic players. Well done. You maybe win something. I think we've got a box of some Arsenal stuff somewhere. Oh, a scarf. Oh, there you go. Both take one. It's the taking part that counts, so my mum told me. Well done. Thank you so much, guys. You can take a seat once again. Well done, well done. I think we can have a little chat to Adrian Clark, the tactical expert, a man who knows everything. Yeah, he is there, taking a seat ready for commentary duty. Clarky, how are you doing? What's it like out there inside the stadium?
Hello, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly. Still need the coat on, but the atmosphere's building nicely. We just had Ray Parlour down on the pitch. But yeah, I got Yossi Benayoun. I was chuffed with myself there. I was willing everyone on to guess that, and yeah, you didn't quite get there, did you?
I mean, producer Callum was telling me that you knew Yossi and you were shouting furiously, but we have no proof, so I'm not taking it. Yeah, sorry about that. What can we expect then from this Chelsea side? We've seen that there is no Cole Palmer, which is, a plus for us, isn't it?
Yeah, look, no Cole Palmer is good for us. I mean, he didn't play in the game last year when we smashed them 5-0 here, so I guess we've got lucky in that regard. I've seen a fair bit of Chelsea this year, and even though he's not been delivering as much of late, everything still goes through him, so that's a big blow. What you might be surprised to find out is that Reece James will play central midfield. Enzo Maresca sees him not as a right back, but more of a central midfielder. So Enzo Fernandez will come in at that number 10. He'll just push up a little bit. Cucurella, the left back, you will see him today pop up as a second striker at times, a little bit like Ricardo Calafiori does for us at times. He does that for Chelsea. So there are a couple of things to look out for. But look, I think if we're at it, if we play aggressively with you know, a good level of dynamism, I do believe we'll have too much for the Chelsea rear guard, which I very much see as their weakness.
Okay, lovely stuff. Thanks, Clarky. We'll head back to you guys shortly for commentary. Before then, we're going to give you a chance to get some My Arsenal Rewards points. Just keep your eyes on the screen right now if you want to be in with a chance of joining us here in the live from N5 studio. And we have a lot of fun, don't we, Jez? So you want to join us, always. All you've got to do is head to the My Arsenal Rewards hub on the website and redeem some of your points because we're feeling nice. We're going to give you 50 points there. Just type in the code. Be quick because you've only got until 3:30. Okay, we are going to head back to Dan Roebuck and Adrian Clark shortly, but you can see the players are getting ready to come out. Jez, we've had some 2-1 predictions, 3-1. What did Long go for? 2-1 as well? 2-1. Everyone's kind of keeping it fairly safe. I mean, you in the studio, you were saying Ewan, right? You were expecting a lot of goals. Are we going like 5? Are we going that bold?
I'd say 4-1, but yeah, why not 5? I see no reason why not.
There you go. I like that I've just influenced your decision there. Jez, what are you going with? Are you feeling a bit more
You know, everybody's just said that we are going to concede a goal, and I think we are not.
Really?
I think we'll keep a clean sheet, so I just want to say 2-0 for me.
2-0, okay. Yeah, go on.
Watch, replay this and clip it for your next show as a great prediction.
Go on.
3-2.
Oh,
yeah.
A goal fest.
Of course, we're going to get the win, but it's going to be 3-2, and we'll get a last-minute one in the 87th minute.
Okay, right. The teams are coming out now. That's enough from us. We'll be back at halftime with our thoughts. Don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can head over to arsenal.com and the app for live kick-by-kick commentary. But for now, we'll leave you in the capable hands of Adrian Clark. But first, Dan Roebuck.
Many thanks, Nicole and Jeremy and all of the gang live from N5. We are, of course, aiming to be capital kings once again this season, and this is an all-capital clash at the Emirates as Arsenal face Chelsea. Aiming to go 10 points clear of 5th place Manchester City in the Premier League. Consolidation of a top 4 place on the agenda to a certain extent today. It is 2nd versus 4th in North London. The Gunners keen to return to winning ways, of course, in the top flight for the first time in just over a month. 2 draws and a defeat have seen Mikel Arteta's side slip off the pace in the title race, but with a huge game versus Real Madrid in the Champions League on the horizon, form and fitness is going to be key between now and then. Look, it's still Arsenal versus Chelsea though, AD. It is still a massive game in the capital.
Yeah, it's always big, isn't it, when you play Chelsea? You always, you know, I remember them coming and beating us here many times. It was painful. We used to go to Stamford Bridge and get battered. It was tough. But we've won 6 of the last 9. You know, we smashed them here last year. You know, we've plenty